in a small river village called Obodo, there lived a man named Mr. Benson. Mr. Benson was old, thin, and quiet. His skin was dark from many years under the sun, and his hands were hard like wood because he worked all his life. He had only 3 sons. Their mother died many years ago when the last son was still very small. Since then, Mr. Benson became both father and mother to the boys. The 3 sons were fishermen, just like their father. Fishing was the only work they knew. Every morning, before the sun came out, they would wake up, push their small wooden canoe into the river, and throw their nets inside the water. Some days, they caught plenty fish. Some days they came back with almost nothing. Life was not easy, but they managed. The first son was named Tund. He was the senior brother. He was tall but very thin. His eyes always looked tired, even when he smiled. Tund was calm and patient. He talked less and worked more. Since their mother died, Tund helped their father raise the younger ones. He cooked, washed, and even stayed awake at night when they were sick. The second son was named Cunnel. Cunnel was very smart and sharp. He talked fast and dreamed big dreams. He always said that fishing in the village was wasting his life. He wanted to see big cities, big roads, and big money. The third son was named Solar. Solar was handsome and playful. He laughed a lot and loved wearing fine clothes even when they had no money. He believed luck would one day find him. As they grew older, the river started changing. Fish became fewer. Many fishermen complained. Hunger started entering many homes in Obodo village. Cunnel and Solar became restless. They no longer wanted to stay in the village. One evening, as they sat outside their small mud house, Cunnel spoke. "Papa, I cannot continue like this," he said. "This village has nothing for me." Solar nodded quickly. "Yes, Papa, even people we grew up with have traveled. Some are now in the city, some have gone abroad." Mr. Benson sighed deeply. He looked at Tund, who was repairing a fishing net quietly. "Where will you go?" Mr. Benson asked. Cunnel smiled. "I have a friend in Lagos. From there, I will find a way to travel abroad." Solar added, "Once one of us reaches abroad, money will come." Tund did not say anything. He kept repairing the net. After many talks and arguments, Mr. Benson finally agreed. He sold their only goat and borrowed small money from a neighbor. With that money, Cunnel and Solar traveled to the city. The day they left, Tund followed them to the road. He hugged them tightly. "Do not forget home," Tund said softly. Cunnel laughed. "How can we forget? Once money comes, we will build a big house here." Solar smiled. "Brother, just be patient." The vehicle carried them away. Dust covered the road. Tund stood there until the vehicle disappeared. Life became harder after that. Only Tund and Mr. Benson were left in the village. They continued fishing, but it was not enough. Tund added farming. He cleared land, planted cassava, maize, and vegetables. He worked from morning till night. His body became thinner, but his heart remained strong. Months passed. Then years. One day, a letter came. Cunnel had traveled abroad. Not long after, another message came. Solar also traveled abroad. The whole village celebrated. People came to congratulate Mr. Benson. "Your sons have made it," they said. Mr. Benson smiled, but his eyes were weak. Age was catching him. At first, Cunnel and Solar sent small money. But not to Tund. They sent money to other people in the village. They helped their friends. They sent money to distant relatives. They built houses for people who praised them. But Tund received nothing. People started whispering. "Why are they helping others but not their own brother?" some asked. Tund kept quiet. He continued farming. He continued fishing. He took care of his father alone. Then one night, Mr. Benson fell sick. It started with coughing, then fever. Then he could not stand again. Tund tried everything. He sold farm produce to buy medicine. He begged neighbors for help. He sent messages to Cunnel and Solar. No reply came. Days passed. Mr. Benson grew weaker. One night, Mr. Benson called Tund close. "My son," he said in a weak voice, "you have suffered too much." Tund held his father's hand and cried. "Do not talk like that, Papa," he said. Mr. Benson smiled sadly. "Your brothers, they have forgotten." Tund said nothing. That same night, Mr. Benson died quietly. The village gathered. People cried. Tund was alone. Cunnel and Solar did not come home. They sent money for burial, but they did not show up. After the burial, life became even harder. Tund was now alone in the world. He farmed more land, but rain destroyed some crops. Thieves stole from his farm at night. Sometimes he slept hungry. His clothes were old and torn. Women in the village laughed at him. "Who will marry a poor farmer?" they said. Anytime Tund showed interest in a woman, her family would reject him. "He has nothing," they said, "no money, no future." Meanwhile, Cunnel and Solar were enjoying life abroad. They posted pictures, fine clothes, big houses, cars. They sent money home to build houses in other villages. People praised them, but Tund still received nothing. Sometimes, when Tund was alone at night, he would sit by the river and think. "Are we not from the same womb?" he would ask himself. He remembered how he carried them on his back when they were small, how he skipped meals so they could eat. Tears would drop into the river. Yet he did not curse them. He kept farming. One dry season, things became worse. No rain. Crops dried. Hunger spread. Tund became very thin. His bones showed under his skin. Still he worked. One evening, a stranger came to the village. And that was the day something began to change. The stranger that came that evening was a tall man with dusty shoes and a tired face. He carried a small bag and asked for water. Tund gave him water without asking questions. The man sat under the mango tree near Tund's hut and rested. "You are a good man," the stranger said after drinking the water. Tund smiled weakly. "God teaches us to help." The stranger looked around the poor compound, the dry farm, the weak fence. "You live alone?" the stranger asked. "Yes," Tund replied. "My father is gone, my brothers are far away." The stranger nodded but said nothing more. After resting, he thanked Tund and left. Tund did not know that meeting would stay in his heart for a long time. Life continued in suffering. Every morning, Tund woke up before the sun. He carried his cutlass and hoe to the farm. His stomach was often empty. Sometimes he ate only roasted cassava. Sometimes nothing. At night he prayed. "God, take care of my brothers wherever they are," he would say. "Bless them, protect them." Even though they forgot him, he did not stop praying for them. In the village, people mocked him. "That man is foolish," they said. "His brothers are rich abroad, yet he is suffering like a goat." Some laughed when they saw him walking barefoot. Women avoided him like sickness. Once a woman named Aisha liked Tund because of his good heart. But when her family found out he had no money, they warned her. "Do you want to suffer all your life?" they asked. Aisha cried and left Tund alone again. Years passed. Cunnel and Solar became bigger abroad. Cunnel entered business. Sola joined bad friends. Money was coming fast. They lived carelessly. Cunnel forgot how he suffered as a child. He forgot how Tund carried him during floods. Pride entered his heart. Sola loved enjoyment. Women, parties, fast life. They still never sent money to Tund. Sometimes they remembered him, but pride stopped them. Let him manage, Cunnel once said. He likes village life. Meanwhile, Tund's health became weak. Farming became harder. His back hurt. His hands shook sometimes. Still, he prayed. One rainy season, flood destroyed almost all his farm. He cried like a child. He sat on the ground and looked at the sky. God, I trust you, he said quietly. The village started changing. Young people left. Old people died. Tund remained. One night he dreamt of his mother. She was smiling and pointing far away. When Tund woke up, tears filled his eyes. He continued his simple life. Far away abroad, trouble started slowly. Cunnel's business partners betrayed him. Papers were not correct. One day, police came to his office. His accounts were frozen. He was arrested. Sola's own trouble came faster. Because of bad friends, he joined wrong deals. One night there was a fight. Police came. Someone accused Sola falsely. His papers were not complete. He was locked up. Both brothers were now in serious trouble. Their money disappeared. Their friends ran away. In prison and police stations, they remembered home. They remembered their father. They remembered Tund. Cunnel cried for the first time in many years. Where is my senior brother? He asked himself. Sola fell sick in detention. He called Cunnel through a lawyer. Brother, Sola said with weak voice, we are finished. Cunnel swallowed saliva. There is only one person left. Who? Sola asked. Tund. Sola kept quiet. Tears rolled down his face. They knew only Tund could help them. They knew his prayers were strong. They knew his heart was clean. But shame covered them. How can we face him? Sola asked. Cunnel did not answer. Back in Obodo village, Tund was sitting by the river one evening. He was praying quietly. God, watch over my brothers, he said. If they are in trouble, help them. At that same moment, a phone rang in the village chief's house. It was an international call. The chief called Tund urgently. Tund, he said, your brothers are looking for you. Tund's heart jumped. They are in serious trouble abroad, the chief added. Tund stood there quietly. His hands shook. His heart beat fast. The river flowed silently beside him. Tund stood quietly in front of the village chief when he heard the news about his brothers. His heart was beating fast. For many years, nobody mentioned their names with concern. Now suddenly, trouble had found them. The chief cleared his throat. They said you are the only one that can help them now. Tund did not talk. He only nodded slowly. That night he could not sleep. He lay on his mat, looking at the roof of his small hut. Memories filled his mind. Hunger, tears, mockery, loneliness. Still he prayed. God, show me the right path, he whispered. The next morning, the chief called him again. This time, Cunnel himself spoke on the phone. His voice was weak and shaking. Brother, it is me, Cunnel said. Tund held the phone tightly. He did not speak. Cunnel continued. We are in serious trouble. I am detained. Sola is very sick. We need you. There was silence. Cunnel swallowed hard. Brother, we need money. We know you do not have. but we have land at home." Tun's eyes opened wide. "Land?" he asked. "Yes," Cunnel replied quietly. "Land we bought years ago." Tund felt something hit his chest. Land bought years ago. While he was starving. While he buried their father alone. His voice became low. "You bought land and never told me." There was shame in Cunnel's silence. Sola's weak voice came on the line. "Brother, forgive us, please, we were foolish." Tun's hands shook. His whole body felt cold. "Where is the land?" he finally asked. Cunnel explained that they bought the land in a nearby developing town called Idra, far from Obodo. They bought it secretly through an agent. They planned to build houses later. Tund felt pain and shock at the same time. So while he suffered, they were buying land. Yet his heart did not turn to stone. Cunnel said softly, "Please sell the land, use the money to come and help us. You are the only one we trust." After the call ended, Tund sat on the ground for a long time. He cried quietly, not because of anger alone, but because of everything. That same day, he started his journey. He borrowed transport money from the village chief. He walked long distances. He asked questions. Many people did not believe him when he said the land belonged to his brothers. Finally, he found the agent. The agent confirmed it. The land was real. The papers were real. When Tund saw the documents, his knees almost failed him. All this while, he whispered. He sold the land quickly. The money was more than he had ever seen in his life. He held it with fear and care. For the first time, Tund wore new clothes. Not to show off, but because he needed to travel far. He left the village quietly. Some people laughed. "See poor Tund pretending to travel," they said. They did not know. Tund traveled abroad for the first time in his life. Everything looked strange. Big buildings. Cold air. Busy roads. He followed the address given to him. He met Cunnel first. Cunnel was no longer proud. His shoulders were bent. His eyes were full of regret. When he saw Tund, he broke down. "I am sorry," Cunnel cried. Tund did not shout. He did not insult him. He only said, "Stand up." Then he went to see Sola. Sola was weak on a hospital bed. Tubes were attached to him. When he saw Tund, tears rolled down his cheeks. "Brother, I thought money was everything," Sola said weakly. Tund held his hand. "Life teaches us in hard ways." Tund used the money carefully. He hired a good lawyer. He paid fines. He settled papers. He stayed day and night. He prayed like never before. Slowly, things changed. Cunnel's case reduced. Sola's health improved. One evening, Cunnel sat beside Tund and spoke. "Brother, why did you help us after all we did?" Tund looked at him and said softly, "Because I did not want to lose my soul." Those words entered their hearts like fire. When everything was settled, Tund prepared to go back home. Cunnel and Sola followed him. They returned to Obodo village together. People were shocked. The same people that mocked Tund now watched quietly. Cunnel sold everything abroad. Sola too. They built a house for Tund first. They built a small hospital in their father's name. They begged Tund publicly. Tund forgave them. In the end, Tund married Aisha, the same woman that once loved him. He did not become proud. He remained kind. And the village learned a lesson that day. A good heart is richer than money. That is how the story ended.